Okay, guys, so what you want to do, sorry, I had to cut that off because the video was getting too long. So remember, once again, you're going to want to click sign in, right? You're going to want to go into where it says sign up for free. Okay, and then if you don't have a login, here's where mom and dad are going to need to log you in. So you're going to enter your email address, whatever email you'll remember. I'd recommend your Gmail account, and then on your screen name, just do your Gmail account without the @gmail.com. Choose a password, and then you can choose if you want to see announcements or not. Once you're done with this information, click sign up. It will send you a confirmation email, and then all you have to do is click on the link that they give you, and it'll bring you back to this page, which is sign in. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Internet doesn't like me sometimes, so. Let's see, let's try backwards. Maybe not. Okay, so while you're waiting, you would have to sign in. So once you sign in, I'll try it a different way. Once you sign in, hopefully it'll bring you to the page where you can look up the web resources. Let's see if I can get into login. Let's try that. Well, let's close out. Looks like all of my internet is messing up, so I apologize. Oh, we're kind of busy. No wonder. Try it one more time. And if this doesn't work, I'm just going to continue. The cool thing about this one, though, that I wanted to show you is that you can actually look up books and check them out. So, bummer if it's not letting me work through it. Hopefully it'll let me work through sometime soon. I'm going to try to close out some of my stuff sometimes. Okay, while we're waiting, we're going to skip over to history.com. Okay, so the last resource that I told you guys to look into was history.com, and you go into search. Okay, great tool. You will need to make sure to avoid clicking on the links that are not part of history.com website. So here's what I mean by that. So if we go into history.com/search, okay, and you type in whatever you're researching. So for instance, Bear Flag Revolt. Okay, and let's say we scroll down. So look at right here in this section right here, this is a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need, right? It's not part of history.com. It's part of different things. Okay, so what you do want to look at are the websites that come up that aren't in bold lettering, but they have history.com next to them. Okay, so any of these with history.com, that's actually part of the website. So what was the Bear Flag Revolt? Let's see. So you could click on that if this was your topic. You could go in and it would give you a ton of information regarding this. You can always click out of these things by tapping on this little box right here. And it'll take you out. It's just a lot of ads that they're doing, so have patience with it. But you'll see all the information that they give you on there. Okay, feel free to look at it to find information that you might need on the Bear Flag Revolt, but don't only use this as your only resource, okay? So it does talk about things that happen and what the importance was to California history. Like I said, once again, this is another resource you can use. Now in this one, here is one assignment, another assignment. So besides writing what century we're in, the second part of your assignment is to also type in what was the first Disney movie that was made, and find that here on history.com. You're just going to go back into the search bar. Uh-oh. I think all of the internet is down. You'll go back into the search bar and you're going to look to see if you can find what the first Disney movie is that was made. Okay, so you're going to search it up just like I showed you. So right in here, you're going to type in first Disney movie made. Okay, and then that would be one of the things that you need to type in. Let me try one more time, archive.com, and see if we can get in there, or archive.org. Yes, so it let us in. Okay, so let's look into sign in. So once I sign in officially, okay, I'm gonna log myself in. Okay, now here is where it gets really cool. So if I looked at Bear Flag Revolt, right? I'm gonna press go. Hopefully it'll pull up. Okay, see all these books that we have? We can actually check these out. Awesome, right? Okay, so there's things you can check out. So let me show you how. When they have borrow next to them, we can actually borrow them. If there's something like this, or they don't have borrow, it'll be slightly different. I clicked on it, but let's see if it actually lets us in. Thank you for your patience, guys, by the way. If you need to, just try to move forward in that. It's hard for me to trim these things if I can't do it. So on this one, you have 586 pages. I am not expecting you to read all of the 586 pages that are in this book, but you can flip to it and you can go to the table of contents and see if there's something in this book that you need to use and find out what page number to go to. Okay, so doesn't necessarily mean we're reading the whole book, but you can always flip to the page number that you need to go to. Okay, you can do different views of this book. So if you don't like this, you can do it this way, right? And get a thumbnail version and kind of scroll down quicker. Okay, and find the page number. Great useful resource for doing your research. The second one is you can borrow books. So check this out. If it says borrow, don't freak out. You can actually borrow it. So let's click on this one. This is Bear Flag Rising. Okay. Now on this one, you can click on borrow the book and you can get access. So sometimes these don't actually have immediate access to them. So you can click on borrow the book. You can check out 10 books possible. So if you notice, there's 10 books that you can check out possible. So once we borrow it, it'll now show that we loaned it. We have 13 days left to return it. And all you need to do to return it is click return it. Okay, so when you're done with the book, you can click return. So let's return it. Okay, and then it'll tell you again, you have 0 out of 10 books on loan. Okay, they have web resources in here, books, they have videos, audio information, or audio books. So there are tons of different ways to search this. My biggest thing and recommendation to you guys would be to first start with the main toolbar and then go from there so that you know how to search. Okay, and you know where to get things from. But you can minimize your search on this side, so you can put what types of things you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for movies. Okay, so let's click on that. Only movies. Okay, so here it might show things that have to deal with your topic. If we wanted to do text only, okay, maybe we do movies and take that off. Okay, you would find all these books. I'm going to software. I might give you something that can helpful there. There are different ways to do it. I recommend just trying it and seeing what you can find on here. There's tons of different things that you can look into. It's super exciting because this is an online resource that you will be able to use and hopefully find some books that you need to. Okay, so I wish you luck in your searching. I'm hoping this is a helpful tool to at least get you started off on. Feel free to come back to this PowerPoint. It will be shared with you for the remainder of time, really. But the PowerPoint is just going to be a reference tool. So if you need to come back at any time to find the websites I gave you, please do. If you need to come back into the video, please do. Remember, there's 2 parts to this video. The additional online tools, if I find any more, I will list them here and you can check those out. Okay, for right now, these are the ones that I found that would probably be most helpful just to get you started. Have a good time searching.